Good morning, it's Wednesday, July 28th, and today we will be getting out some top skins for this back tail cone area here. Just got done checking for square on the tail cone up to the cage, and we are 0.00 degrees all the way down from the front firewall cross tube up there. All the way to the back. Checked all these at all these stations. Everything looks good there. So we're still squared up and level. So yeah, we'll get started on this and see where we get. Getting ready to do the top skins, and there's a window support that has to be fabricated and put in there. One thing you have to do is do another check for twist. And this, I'm just wanted to show you how I'm doing this. Is we've got this level sitting here at station 11, and we're at 0.00. So we're level there, and then I clamped an angle, aluminum right angle up on the top where the wing mount is, and we'll check that. Okay, you can see we've got this up on the top where the wing mount is, and we're at 0 degrees there, so we're good to proceed. And this is just where we mounted this, or clamped this piece on here. So this is kind of a departure for me. I'm going to narrate along here a little bit on a mistake I made today and I didn't even figure this out. I don't know how I completely missed this. I've done other parts. I've fabricated parts and done fillets in them, and I don't know why I didn't even think about this today, but we were fabricating the window support, and you see went to all the work, had the Dremel out, cutting, getting this piece out of this angle iron. You have to cut the end out. You got to have a couple inches of a tang on there that then attaches to the middle longeron, the top. I cleaned it up, filed it. I mean, it took like an hour to just do this one piece. I was being really, really careful on everything, getting my cuts just right, really precise. Everything was measured exactly the way it needed to be. Got everything filed down, finished out. And then I didn't put a fillet in. I just put it in the vise, and here we go. And I broke it. I didn't have any kind of a stress relief on the sides, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what just happened? Why did this break? It cracked. I could feel it as soon as I was about probably, I don't know, 15, 20 degrees into the bend. I could feel it letting go. So I took it out of the vise and looked at it. Sure enough, it's cracked. And here we go with my comment. I still haven't figured out what's going on yet. Did all that work cutting this out. Cutting out that other piece, filing that down, getting it all smoothed out and everything. Went to do the bend and got about halfway through the bend. So this is supposed to be a tang on here. You saw I had a tang on here, and that tang is supposed to match this angle here, so you bend it so it's out like this. So it's like that. As soon as I started to do that bend, it just broke right off. So I don't know what I did wrong in there. So after the fact, just now, I just did another bend in this. And it's okay, but there's a crack. Where is it? I can't see it on the camera.
Right here.
Right there, there's a crack in it there just from doing that bend. So I don't know how everybody else is getting this bent, but we're going to have to order a whole new piece of this stuff, because there's only just barely enough to make these two pieces. There's no extra with it. So we'll have to either order another piece from Rand's, or I don't know if we can source this locally or not. Might have to see if we can source it local. Not 100% sure on which alloy this is, if it's 7075 or I don't think it's 6061. I did figure out that this is, looks like it's 6061. I didn't think it was, but it is, at least from the other videos I've seen with the part numbers that are stamped on the side of that angle. It's a 6061 T6. And looks like I can get that. I sent an email to Rands to see if I could get it, how fast they could get a replacement out to me. I don't know when I'm going to hear back from. They're at Oshkosh, taking orders for new airplane kits. So I'm guessing I probably won't hear back from them, but I can get it from Aircraft Spruce for it's under $2 a foot. So I'll order a couple more pieces of this just so I have extra on hand. Same thing I did with the trim tab hinge that we had to do on the airplane. I had goofed up that hinge when we built that quite a ways back, and just ordered some stock of piano hinge from Aircraft Spruce, and it worked great. So I'll probably end up doing the same thing. I'll just order some stock of probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 pieces of this angle, and just have that on hand. It comes in handy for other stuff too, but that way, if I mess it up again, I've still got some more that I can work with. Had some great advice from a couple folks on Facebook page, and just in general, just how to get this stuff done. So we'll get that ordered up, and we'll try it again. Well, we're done for the day up here, and as you saw earlier, I was not sure what to do with this. Well, I mean, I know what I got to do with this. I got to replace it, but not quite sure how you keep that from cracking on there. Anyways, so fiddle around with that for a little bit, and the only other thing we really did today was did a little priming on these pieces that will be in contact with the steel frame. There and there. That one flips around. And also shot some primer on the baggage bottom where that rests against there. So that's about it. Anything else? That's about all we did.
Lots of discussion.
Lots of discussion. We talked about this stuff a lot. Through the stringers up here on the top, just because that was the next step. So we put the stringers up on there for the top skin to start getting a prep for that. But have to find out what we're going to do about this window support, how to get that to work right. So we're off. We're not going to be back up here probably until, if the weather is nice, maybe next week sometime during the week after work, maybe. Yep. But outside of that, it'll be probably next weekend. But anyways, thanks for the comments and views. Have a good afternoon.
See you next week.
See you next week, and that's it for now.